Hello and welcome to episode 3 of To Make a Movie, and today I'm going to give you a bit of background on the equipment, and more exactly the equipment we don't have, which is an awful lot. We are working with bare bones, good bones, but barely a skeleton of bones in order to do this. I basically own a camera, a couple of lenses, a couple of lights, some sound equipment and a tripod. I mean, that's it. But they're all good, it's good stuff. I own a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera 6K. It's a camera I genuinely love. I've used it a great deal. I adore the image. And I bought it largely because I wanted to get a proper cine camera. I couldn't afford anything more than, £2,500 or so it was at the time. And I did a lot of research, and one of the things, comparisons between the 6K Blackmagic and a Red, and it fared really, really well on an enormous number of metrics. And I thought, well, why not? £2,500 versus 60 grand, and so I bought the Blackmagic, and it's served me very well. To go on the front of it, I have a couple of Zeiss lenses, which is obviously very crucial, glass being extremely important. And I have a 28mm and a 50mm, which, because it's a 35mm frame sensor and those are full frame lenses, I get a little bit more. I would really love a proper wide angle, but unfortunately I don't have one. So I'm having to make do. It means I just have to move further back. The Blackmagic records onto a Belkin 1TB external drive that sits on the top and is powered, this is where the Blackmagics are really bad, by an external battery, a decent lithium-ion battery that I plug in, and which is actually strapped to the tripod because I don't have a cage for the camera. I have a couple of panel lights. Barely use them. I'm working pretty much entirely with available light and just choosing our times and positions well to get decent shaping, and so far it's working extremely well. I used them once for a night shot, and I'll probably do that. It'll just be a little bit of light lift during any sort of dark night shots. Sound is provided by a reasonably decent Sony microphone, and I have also a couple of radio mics, which we strap onto ourselves, and we do that. And that is literally it. I know how to use all of these things extremely well, and doesn't take us very long. It's one thing about being a one-man crew is we're fast. We're very, very fast. And that's a huge benefit when two people are trying to shoot a movie in a month or so. There is one small addition to the equipment list, and that is something I call Plank Cam. I needed a stabilizer to shoot a dream sequence at the end. It didn't have a stabilizer, so I thought I'd build one. Went around a few hardware stores, built a bit of a design in my head, found the stuff I needed and put it together. I got a upright from a staircase and some screws and a bolt, and I built Plank Cam. It's got a half Plank Cam, half Fig Rig, somewhat inspired by Sam Raimi from The Evil Dead and also Mike Figgis and his Fig Rig, which does work quite well as well. It's basically that, it eliminates the movement in the center of the arc of where you hold the things. You still get footsteps when you walk around, but it's infinitely improved, as you can see from some of the footage, which I'm going to stick up in a moment. Basically cut either end off and then stuck those on the top as a handle, screwed them on, drilled a hole, adapted the base plate of my tripod so I could bolt that on to into the middle. Battery is cable tied on, a couple of hooks to hold the strap which goes around my neck, which is just basically the Blackmagic camera strap, and it works really well. It cost me about £7.50, maybe a bit more, £10. Anyway, we put it up on Instagram. The first test went madly viral, got 211,000 views at the moment and over 5,000 likes and some very lovely comments, and some very funny. So that's my extra piece of equipment, which I built myself, which is actually rather fun. It's all part of the creative process. Thank you very much. That's the end. And please go to the Kickstarter, where we are starting to get a decent number of registrations for people in pre-launch. It's going to happen in about 2 weeks' time. and it should be exciting. So I would love to see you there. Thank you very much, and I will see you on the next one.